Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is not buckling, either under pressure for him to resign or for him not to go into Rafah. For the second day in a row, he doubled down, saying that a date was set to go into Rafah and that no amount of force could stop him. Let's listen to what he had to say.
We will complete the elimination of Hamas brigades, including in Rafah. There is no force in the world that will stop us. There are many forces that are trying to do so, but it will not help, since this enemy, after what it did, will never do it again. It will also not be.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that the United States has not been given a date from Israel. However, the two are in regular contact, and they have told them that whatever military operation they are planning, that they must ensure to mitigate civilian casualties. There are about 1.5 million people sheltering in Rafah, and it's unclear where they're supposed to go. Much of Gaza has been reduced to rubble. I've spoken to many people in Rafah. They say that they know of this looming offensive, and they are terrified that they don't know where they're supposed to go when it happens. In addition to the threat of Rafah, there's continued violence going on all across Gaza. The death toll has surpassed 33,000 people since the beginning of the war. The Hamas-run Ministry of Health says that 75,000 people have been injured, and within the last 24 hours, 150 people have been killed. In addition to the fighting in Gaza, there are also still attacks being launched towards Israel. On Tuesday, Israel said that it struck down a drone over the Red Sea near the southern city of Eilat, and that for the first time it deployed its naval Iron Dome missile defense system. It's unclear who fired the missile, but Houthi rebels in Yemen have been firing daily attacks, disrupting commercial as well as military ships in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Now, as this is going on, another round of ceasefire talks and a new proposal has been put on the table. Both Hamas and Israel are taking a look at it. What this proposal would look like is a 6-week cessation of hostilities. 40 hostages would be released from Gaza in exchange for about 700 prisoners being held in Israel. Dozens of these prisoners are convicted or accused of killing Israelis during attacks. This deal would also include a lot of people being allowed to go home to the north of Gaza, and Israel would dismantle some of its checkpoints that it had set up during the war. It's unclear if this is going to go through. There have been on and off talks for months, but there's pressure mounting at home for Netanyahu. On Tuesday, Israelis rallied outside his office, calling for him to accept this deal, saying that they wanted him to make a deal before the holiday of Passover. It's a Jewish holiday that's in less than 2 weeks that celebrates the freedom of the Jews. Sam Mednick with the Associated Press for CGTN in Jerusalem.